My name is Kirk, and this is my story. My story starts in 2011 when I was diagnosed with a very aggressive form of blood cancer, Burkitt's lymphoma. There was something wrong with me, and I had gone through a whole battery of tests and this thing, trying to figure out what was going on. And it was a visit with an oncologist that finally uncovered the mystery. That was on a Wednesday when I got the diagnosis. Thursday morning, I was at the hospital getting prepped and starting chemo. The treatments lasted 6 months, and it was 1 week in the hospital for chemo, and then 2 weeks at home for recovery. And then they went back and forth over the 6 months. So not long after that, through all the chemo, things just really started going south. I lost my hair. I got this really terrible look. I lost weight, had this grayish pallor, and I just didn't like to look at myself. I avoided mirrors. I hated seeing myself in that condition. And I was in this really deep depression, and Maureen and a friend helped me get through that. And it wasn't long after that I got news that my platelet count was low, and it was dangerously low, and that I needed a platelet transfusion. Now, I knew a little bit about platelets and that they form blood clots and that they're important, and that if you don't have platelets, it could be a really serious condition.
Kirk and I have been married for 36 years. I was with Kirk at his first platelet transfusion. When he was getting platelets, I tried to keep him from thinking about it too much, and we would talk together. But we both realized how important this was.
My first experience with getting platelets was seeing the bag of platelets itself, this golden yellow fluid in a bag. I had never seen that before. I was not aware of that. So it was kind of an unusual situation. I was not expecting that. I noticed the tag on the bag that had the blood type, the date of donation, and the location. And it just really hit me that this blood is coming from some generous donor. It was an 8-hour process of it slowly metering in. I became very much aware and very appreciative of the donors who gave this precious resource. So over the course of my cancer treatments, that 6-month period, I received somewhere between 15 and 20 transfusions. The most significant one was on the event of our 25th wedding anniversary, which was around Thanksgiving. And we'd just gotten home, ready for my 2-week break. I was ready for this whole event to be over. I was about a month out from the whole end of the chemo process. I was ready for it to be over, and we'd just gotten home that morning, and we were starting to plan our anniversary meal that evening. And I got a call from the doctor, from our oncologist, and she said, "Don't do anything to injure yourself, don't cut yourself, don't get in a car accident, don't fall, whatever. Your platelet level is critically low. I've scheduled a platelet transfusion at your local hospital, and go down there right now and they'll start it." So that was the most significant transfusion that I had. Now, I know that 25 is the silver anniversary, but this was a golden anniversary for us.
We just whisked up ourselves and we went to the hospital, and we sat there together while he was getting this transfusion, and it was wonderful. It was just being there together on our 25th anniversary and seeing what was happening to him and how the the platelets were going into his body and how his, color gets a little better, and his just sat there for a long time just being grateful.
We got back, we made dinner and had a quiet dinner at home, celebrating our anniversary and life and appreciation for donors.
I look back on that day as the best anniversary we ever had. It was just a feeling of being grateful for all the people that had come together and were saving his life. The platelet donors, the hospital workers, the nurses, doctors, everybody who came to support us.
It's been 12 years. I've not had any recurrence of the disease. There's no evidence. So been really fortunate about that. When I realized things would be okay, it changed my perspective on life, on my relationships, particularly my relationship with my wife. And it changed my appreciation for the generosity of those who helped me to survive. So I just want to say thanks to all of you donors.
I would encourage anybody who is thinking about giving blood or has not given blood yet, that giving blood saves lives, as it did Kirk's, and by saving his life, it has affected the world, because it has affected me and our relationship, and he has gone on to do some wonderful things with his life in the last 12 years.
If you're considering donating, don't hesitate. Go do it. Sign up and get on the list and make that appointment. Yeah, it may take a few minutes, but those few minutes will save a life. And you have no idea how that donation will impact that life.